Hi Daisies, it's Alyssa here with Happy Daisy Books, and it is my mission to spread happy with books kids love. Today, I'm going to take you on a mini journey on some of the great musical themed books that we have here in our book garden. So stick with me. We're going to range from everything from straight to beginner to a little bit more advanced, but I believe that every book can be right for any age child as a read aloud or something just to keep on the bookshelves for them to grow into. So let's dive right in. First and foremost, Usborne does make musical books, which is a wonderful thing, especially having younger children. My first keyboard book from Usborne is the great start to getting your child introduced to music. Why this is such a great book is because it singles out the instrument as just one. It's a piano. The sounds sound like a piano. So, sound like piano keys. What is wonderful also about this book is that it does teach a child about a scale. There are 12 steps here in the scale. So we do have the full scale, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, across the board. And then of course some songs for the child to practice and learn. So here's Morning. Let's see, there's Au clair de la lune, Three Blind Mice, and each of the keys down here are color-coded to allow the child, that beginner child, that reference point. And as the child then can learn the pattern of the keyboard as well. So, love this book, my first keyboard book by Usborne. It is relatively new, but it's a perfect introduction to instruments in your home. Number 2 is the first book about the orchestra. I love this book. It is another sound book because it kind of starts to tie things together for your child. So as you start here, you see a mix of all the different instruments. Well, from the first book we looked at the piano, but this also gives an idea that there are lots of other different instruments out there that make a whole song or make a whole sound that complement each other. As you go throughout the book, the orchestra is broken up into their different sections, such as the string section, the brass section, some woodwinds, and then at the end it ties it all together. And it does kind of break down all of the different sections there for you, including how they all come together in a beautiful song. So this is number 2 I would recommend. It's the first book about the orchestra, and it's a musical book by Usborne. As you kind of get more into it, the child may be curious of how does this all work? How do instruments work? And this is a book that you'll see me refer to a lot because I just absolutely love it. It's See Inside How Things Work. And there is a huge spread here about making music. And it's a great introduction to the mechanical side of things. So you have your piano here. Here's a look inside a trumpet. And then of course the pipe organ. And it shows you how a pipe organ makes it sound. It's a great addition to, again, introduce the mechanical side of music making. As you continue on your journey on having your child learn and develop about music, I love to introduce who does all of this. And so the Usborne Famous Composers Reference Book is a fall of 2016 book. It's a great introduction about the people and the composers behind some of the classics that we know. Taking you in, here's Mozart, next to Beethoven. We have Chopin. Some of my favorites in here, Robert Schumann, Franz Liszt. So there are great composers in here, not only that we can have our children learn about, but it's great for us also. I love classical music, and I can find myself referring to this if I find a song that I'm really enjoying. So to complement this one, Usborne also did just release the first Usborne classical music reference book. This then just ties it all together with the whole genre of music and learning about genres of music. As you open up here, you can see how music, especially classical music, has been tied into our culture. So for example, here's music and technology, music and science, words and music, music and monarchy, concerts, such as social events, and of course, the development of the orchestra as well. So this is a great one to end on your whole journey through music and bringing in great Usborne books for your budding musician. Thank you so much for hanging out in the garden with me today, and thank you for helping me on my mission to spread happy with books kids love. Have a great day.